about? Oh, yes. If you're watching, share. If you're watching on YouTube, share. Let me cut my phone down because, let me cut it. My family be inboxing me. Oh, wait, never mind. Cancel. Cut my volume down. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Surface podcast with Sharen. I am your host, Sharen. Today we had to call an audible, right? It's called an audible. It's where you see one play and then something else happens and then you call another play. Today we call an audible. Pardon me. Our guest, Kellie Boyd, is unavailable today. So what we're going to do, the show must go on. We're going to put the show on. Oh, hey, sissy. My sister. It's my big little sister. It's my older little sister. Not my big little sister. Yes, my big little sister. So yes. So today we were going to talk about power of attorney, durable power of attorney, wills, and healthcare advocacy. But our guest had an emergency, so we cannot interview her. So we'll just keep her in prayer with her situation that she has going on. But we're gonna go on.
Hopefully she's on next week.
You know what? I'll have to. I think she could be busy. I think she's busy. Mm-hmm. But what we gonna do this week? Y'all know I can talk. Only on here, not in person. But I can talk. So I have some things. We're going to talk about some other things today. We are going to talk about Henrietta Lack. You heard of her? Henrietta Lack. We're going to talk about her. We are going to talk. Oh, Rosemary. Hey, girl. Are you on? Oh, are you on? Can't even say. You across the street? Where you at?
Jamaica.
She might be. I'm hungry though. But yeah, we'll go over some things that's been going on, like in the world, and then we'll talk about some things before thinking. Y'all, Mr. Producer is here.
I'm back. I'm back.
Mr. Producer, hey, good evening, Paula. Good evening. Oh, she said she home. Yeah, good evening, Lisa. Good evening. Thank you all for tuning in. Of course, I am your host. We were going to talk about power of attorney, durable power of attorney wills, and healthcare advocacy. As I mentioned earlier, and I made a post that our guest had an emergency, a family emergency. So she cannot come on. She will not be on tonight, but we will definitely get her rescheduled. However, you know me. I said we called the audible earlier, so that's what we have. So we're just waiting for a couple people to come on. But while we are here, thank you all for tuning in. As always, hey Key, hey Lisa. As always, I am a vessel from God, just getting on here and following his vision of what he has for me. So I'm just here to empower and encourage people just to, stay with God, walk in his path, whatever that path is that he has for you, right? And all glory goes to God because he is the author and the finisher of our faith. Hey, come on, scripture. I might get an offering out of here. Been through it 3 times. Very important. Yes. Very important. So let me see what our prior episodes. Oh, this season we've talked to my mom with her triple bypass, right? We talked to Dr. Evelyn Cannon-Dingle about heart disease. And she does have an active exercise class over at Union. I think she's at Union. Is it Union Temple? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Union Temple in Bridgeton. So if you guys want to go over there, she does chair exercises and all of that. So there's Dr. Cannon-Dingle over there. She was episode 2. The NAACP came and told us, Gloucester County, that was Loretta Winters and Kat Page. They talked to us about Project 2025 and what we can do in our community on this level, as opposed to, voting and all the rest of that. What can we do in our community and on our level? And they really talked about getting involved in the community and how we can do that, because we have to. So if you want to go to Gloucester County, NAACP, Cumberland County, Cape May County, any county NAACP, and get yourselves involved. I think the membership is $35 a year.
Yeah, some of that.
It's super cheap for a membership, and we have to get active. And it's for anyone of any race. So she was saying, Ms. Winters was saying that it was organized by some white folks, right?
Yeah.
He said in the history. So NAACP, get involved.
Open to all races. Because I was surprised when I heard that. She said that out of 64 people that had opened it up, 55 of them were white.
Were white, yeah. They wanted to make a difference.
Members.
So that just goes to show you, everybody that you're seeing aren't the same, moving the same type of way. There are good folks in all cultures. Yeah. What else did we talk about? Oh, then we talked about body positivity. I came on. We talked about self-care, right? We talked about body positivity and confidence. And I want you guys to know that I did read a post where someone on the post mentioned watching this show, not specifically the show, but mentioned watching a podcast and saying that they would take a picture without a filter. And I thought that was amazing. I love that, because filters can give you what's the word? It will give you a skewed view of what you actually look like in the morning, or what you look like regularly. It's making you it'll make you look like an illusion, that's a good word, of who you are, and that's not really who you are. So it's okay to take pictures without filter. The ladies who are barefaced without makeup, God bless you. I love y'all. I'm sorry. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. With your skin is so beautiful and you take care of yourself. So yes, shout out to you ladies who are who've been, I think that's the 80s, 90s girls, right? Who grew up in the 80s and 90s. And you ladies just it's a different type of beauty. It's not, you're right, because it's not skewed with social media. 80s and 90s ladies, they're they built different, they carry themselves different. They don't go off of social media. They go off of how they feel and all of that. So it was a time to be alive, honey. We were very earthy. We were very, you could be a little bit of tom girl and still be sexy. You didn't have to put on heels and all the rest of that. You could wear a little, you could still wear your, I'm sorry. You can still wear your shirt, your sneakers, your low hanging pants, right? And still be crazy. What is that? TLC, crazy, sexy, cool. We was all of that mixed in the 80s and 90s. So yeah. What else? Who we talk about? Oh, last week we talked to Wayman Patterson of Keller Williams. He was a realtor. He is a realtor, and he talked to us about home ownership.
Mm-hmm. Everybody can buy a home.
Yes, that's what he said. I even sent it to the group chat, our family group chat, to let my nieces, nephews, and family know, sisters, siblings, everyone. If your parent has not owned a home, you are eligible for first generation grant money of 22 or 20,000? 20 something.
Yeah, because I talked to some people, they think that you can only be first time buyers, but it's not just that.
He definitely cleared up that even if you got a divorce and you married your spouse and you guys purchased a home together, that you are now, as a single person, you are a new first time homeowner buyer. So yes, his number is on last week's. I'll figure out how to get it on here. But yes, so homeowners, it was a tune in. Yeah, tune into that episode.
All the shows they're on.
Yeah, they're
YouTube.
They're on YouTube, Facebook. So yes, that was an excellent show, even to share with your nieces, share with your nephews, especially if there is money out here, and we gotta get this money before the man take it, right? We gotta get the money before the man take it. The man's taking a lot of stuff.
Right.
What are you trying to?
It's free money out there.
It's free money.
Yes.
I mean, it's our money, it's our taxes, but We also had, you know what? Did I ever tell you guys that this guy
Negron
got a book? Brother Negron, right, Melvin? He sponsored the flower trip. So my mom and my aunties went on a flower trip. He made bags where he gave his book, and he gave there's auntie. He gave a book. He gave a cups, right? So we want to shout him out, so because he's always doing something for the community. But yes, don't forget to go back and watch the last week's episode with that. He was very informative, right, Paula? Lots of information. We're gonna have to bring him back because he really set the tone of we can buy, and there's no reason for us not to. So get your taxes together. He didn't even say you needed a lot of down payment. He did give like some amazing testimonies of saying, like, the one person who did it with, it was $1,800. So, and then the one person who purchased the house in like 24 hours. Like, listen, there are no limits with God. No limits. Zero.
None.
Zero limits. So what's been going on today? Is Karen on? Karen's not on yet, so I will wait for Karen. But I want to shout out to Jada Elston. It's our girl, Jessie and Jay's daughter. She is over in Texas. She plays basketball for Fairleigh Dickinson University, and they made March Madness. So yes, so FDU is over in Texas. Yeah, Jada. So I have a question for you guys. And this is a question, I don't know if this is a cultural question, but should a teen with a job contribute to household bills? What do you guys think? Do you guys think a teen with a job, should that teen contribute to household bills, or should they be able to keep their money? Because I read that on I think it was on Twitter, and people were saying, like, on one hand, they said that it does not teach responsibility because you do not see other cultures having their teen pay any bills, but you know, it could be sometimes it's something in the Black community where if she said yes, they should. Is it like that in the Jamaican community, Rose? Yes.
I think it depends on what a teen is, because you can be a teen at 13.
Well, now what if you're 16 and you have a job? Should you how much are we contributing to the job? Are you taking like 10% like church? Or are you like, do you get a water bill? Or do you get like...
share the bills?
Do you share the bills? Or should they be able...
Maybe they pay for their own phone.
Pay for their own cell phone? I think that's a good idea. But
like... Teaching responsibility of paying bills.
But in other cultures, so they were saying in the comments, in other cultures that they do not... The teens do not pay any bills, and they are still financially responsible as adults. So I think it's like a cultural difference, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if, I mean, as of now,
but I tell you what,
things are expensive right now. So
when I was a child, when I was 13 years old, I got my first job. I think it was 13. I was outside. 13? Yeah, I was out. I was going around cutting grass and doing different things like that. Because back in the day, we used to work.
Paula said we had to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, we had to work back in the day. We were selling cars from door to door. Remember that? We used to sell candy from door to door, walking around the neighborhoods, going to the apartments. So I was 13 years old.
Oh, she said, give them the smallest bill in the house to pay. I ain't pay no bill.
I helped pay bills. When I was 14 years old, I was paying bills. Half my money.
I'm key. I didn't have to pay any bills. It doesn't mean paying the rent. It just to contribute to something. So not taking the entire check, just taking something to make them responsible. So that way they'll say, give them the smallest bill. That's like the water bill or something like that. Or even like the cell phone. If they pay their own cell phone, they can see those cell phone bills are like $100 now. So I can see like your cell phone bill. I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, not like who's saying not paying rent, like Rosemary said, like no rent or nothing big like that. Especially if they get a car though, right?
I had to pay my own. I had to pay half of my money since I was 14 going to the house.
You said half your money?
It depends on your household situation. I had 3 girls in the house: my mother, my 2 sisters, and I was the only guy. So I felt obligated, like, maybe I should.
So do you think it's because people are in single households that it happens? Is there anybody watching that lived in a 2-parent household that had to do that? That's the question. But it seems like it seems like maybe a single parent thing. I don't know because I didn't do it, but Dee Dee did it. I say not household bills, but their cell phone or their extra clothes and sneakers that they love. Yes, Auntie, yes. Laura said I did that with Bree. See, they could play their cell phone.
Because you have to teach them responsibility. Like Aunt Irene said that you have to pay. If they pay for the sneakers, they may want $250, $500 sneakers. You know what I mean?
Ooh, Lord.
And then
they were not going to tear them up because now they know the value, right? So you're teaching them the value of the money.
They won't tear their own stuff.
Right? Because my grandkids think like the money instantly comes automatically, magically on credit cards. And then you just swipe them and then just more money just jumps on there afterwards.
What did Eli say to you? Didn't Eli tell you at the movies, you gonna pay for that card, right?
Oh, pay with that card, yeah. So I think sometimes kids think that the money is unlimited. So yes, it does teach them responsibility. So I think it's a good thing to give them something small, or even just let them pay for their own things after a while. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They were just saying like in a bunch of the comments that other cultures don't do that. But I think it's a good thing. I think it teaches you like you're not going to tear up your shoes. You're going to make sure your phone isn't lost. You're going to make sure your headset isn't lost. Like that Apple stuff is expensive. Oh yeah. I know cell phones are expensive and the headsets are like $100. So I think once you start paying for your own stuff, yeah, you take responsibility. And if it's lost, then you're hurting, not me. Because if you lose it and I pay for it, I'm not going to get it again. Yes, if they're so expensive, it makes them think twice, right, about wanting them to have to pay for it. Because if they have to buy another $100 for the headset, they're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to make sure I take care of this. Yes. And I agree. Yes. Mm-hmm. So what about... as everyone knows, or you don't, or you've watched, we've been tracking me, right? And then I did in January, when I went to the retreat with Coach Kippy, and I did like a video, and I let everybody know that I did a thing, right? I said I was doing a thing, and I was going to believe God, and whether it happened for me or it didn't happen for me, I was going to be positive. So I sent off my
application or something?
I don't want to call it an application, but I sent off are you sneezing? Oh my gosh. But I sent off I guess it could be an application to Ignite. Anywho, I sent it to Ignite and I was like, oh, you know what? Why not? Right? Because I've always said to people and encouraged you guys to say all people can say is no, right? I always say that. If you don't do it, it's a no automatically. But if you do it, it could be a yes. Audition. So audition. Come on, sir. And so I sent an audition to Ignite and yeah, they approved me. So I am going to be moderating. Won't he do it?
Did he do it? How did he do it?
I'm so excited.
Yes.
And
good job.
And so proud of myself.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you, and I like to be as transparent as possible. I was nervous. Wasn't fearful. I was nervous. I was very nervous about the no. And I was nervous about whether I was qualified or whether anybody would want to hear my voice. And I think that stems back to us talking on here. Right? Does anybody want to hear what I have to say? And here I am. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So what I did was I planned to leave for the Poconos. And I said, you know what? I'm going to leave. This is how the devil gets you in your mind though, right? This is how it gets you. I said, I'm going to pack late. I'm a late packer anyway, but I'm going to pack extra late. And then I'm going to leave late. That way, when I'm on the road, There's no way for me to apply for it. But what happened was God dropped it in my spirit and he was like, stop what you're doing. You can get there when you get there. There is no rush. Stop what you're doing. Go apply. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, you know what? It took me no time to apply. That's the thing though. It wasn't anything like, it came to me. I studied it, whatever I was supposed to do. So yeah, so I sent it in and I said, God, let your will be done. If it's a yes, if it's a yes, if it's a no, if it's a no, and I'm okay with whatever the outcome is. And I got an email.
That's being sensitive to the spirit.
Yeah, I listen, and it pays to listen. Sometimes we have to like shut our own will down, right? Because it's all about what God's will is for us in our life. So sometimes we have to shut our own will down and listen. And I was very, sensitive to the spirit. So I listened, got my laptop out, boom, boom, bang, ping, 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 did that, sent something over, and I got an email. And then I was like, I'm so nervous. I don't want to look at the email. So I didn't want to go to bed, and it was a no. So I woke up the next day and then I checked it. Hey, come on, Key. And it was a what? And it was a yes. Mm-hmm. So I want to encourage y'all.
Yes.
For real. Like, this is from the bottom of my heart. I want to encourage y'all for the yes. Like, the yes is out there. I feel like I'm preaching a little bit. The yes is out there. It really is. Like, it's on the other side of that nervousness. It's on the other side of that fear. It's on the other side of whatever is stopping you from doing the thing or being in your purpose, right? Because all we want to do is be in our purpose. So yes. Catch that? Catch. So yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes. So I will be moderating a session at Ignite. It is Ignite Empowerment Summit.
When is it?
Conference. It is in Baltimore, Maryland. October 30, 31, and 1st. Right? Yes. Yes. Yes, so it is in October. So yes, I definitely want to encourage you. Thank you all for congratulating me. I appreciate y'all because y'all really be holding me down. And I always got to feel like, you know what, people are watching, and I always want to be my best self and my true self, even to you guys and to God. So yes, and more yeses to you guys. And let me know if you're celebrating something. Like if you guys are celebrating wins, I want to celebrate your win with you.
Yes.
Please let me celebrate your win with you. So if you are interested in going, y'all know they gave me a discount code. So inbox me.
Discount code.
Yeah.
Listen to you. The speaker.
Let me tell you.
Speak out.
Huh?
Speak out.
In the house.
Speak out.
I'm going to be up there like Al Sharpton.
Well.
Ben Crump.
I think you got a
Shirley Season.
What, you got assistant waiting for you out there?
You're my assistant,
Ooh,
sir.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Yes, it is a yes season. It is a yes season. Right?
Yes.
Because you have to speak those things as not as if they were.
Right.
And if you don't say yes to yourself and God is not saying, like, you got to speak it to yourself. Don't say no. No is not, that's not the vocabulary we're losing. We're using this shit. It's not. It's really not. It's really not an option. No is not an option, people. For real. Can you do that thing? Yes. Can I get this weight under control? Yes. Can I eat healthier? Yes. These are all things that we have control of. Can I go to school? Yes.
I can do all things.
What the word said?
I can do all things.
All things.
All things.
Through Christ who strengthens me.
He wouldn't have wrote it if he didn't mean it.
Huh?
He wouldn't have wrote it if he didn't mean it.
And he put it in there. It's in the book.
It's in the book. It's right there. It's been there all the time.
Been there, right there. Pop, pop, pop. So yes, speak things into existence. You have to exercise. We have to exercise our faith. Yes, Sister Paula, we are going to exercise our faith and do the things. Like, what is your purpose? Does everybody know what their purpose is? I got like a piece of almond up here. It won't leave me alone. But yes, that's the thing. We have to find our purpose. So Ignite is amazing. Y'all already know I hype Reverend Nikki up and all the rest of that. So yes, if you want to, yeah, she was show number 1. So yeah, so if you guys want to go to Ignite and experience Ignite, it's amazing. It is like 300, 400, 500 women. We're all in the convention center. We stay in a hotel that's attached to it. It's 3 days of conference and amazing topics that happen. There's like a mini fashion show. I think it's like it's leopard and something else is a theme. There's always like a theme. So people kind of dress up. People dress up and dress down. That's all I want y'all to know. People dress up. People be like, I am comfy. I'm wearing a sweatsuit and sneakers the whole time. And guess what? You wear sweatsuit and sneakers the whole time. Then you see somebody on the right of you with a ball gown on. So it's from one extreme. It really is. And it's whatever your comfort level is. That's what I love about it. You can be dressed up one day and you in here shabby chic the next. So it's all so amazing. And everyone is so welcoming and so loving. And you get, it's old church. Like you really feel it in your soul and you come out rejuvenated. So yes, so that's what's going on. So can I pivot? This is a little weird pivot, but I have another accomplishment to announce that I completed.
Amazing.
Thank you. Can y'all see that? Oh, look, there it is. This is my season of doing whatever it is that I want to do.
Accomplishing fear.
Because I have a bucket list and these are things I want to do. So this is my certificate it says certificate of completion. Elevate You Pole Fitness.
Pole fitness.
And aerobic studio. Now, I'm sorry. Sharen Colson, this certificate is given to Sharen Colson for her completion of the Elevate You Introduction of Pole course. It was awarded to me on the 17th. Let me tell y'all how, now I've already talked about this earlier on the podcast, like last week. It's all body sizes, all cultures are in there, and it is a beginnings class and it is fun. I have worked muscles that I did not know were there. It's very fun. That's it. That's all I can tell you. I think you should go. If you can go to one, I think it was like $100 and something. It's 5-week class. It was Mondays, 5:30 to 6:30. There's an amazing teacher. If you want to inbox me about it, inbox me. Would I recommend it to ladies to go? Yes, and yes. I didn't know anybody in there but the instructor. And I went in there and I felt good. You could wear like a sports bra, and you could put on like some shorts. And that's fine. And
what does it benefit?
It benefits your confidence. It benefits your self-esteem. It benefits your body because you are exercising your muscles. We do a little bit of yoga in there. I know. So Mr. here thought I was going to come home and just find some pole in the house and was going to be flipping upside down.
I can install a pole now.
He was like, well, can you go upside down? Sir, no, I cannot. I could barely get on the pole. What I can do is walk around this pole sexy. Got me if you walk around the pole sexy. That's what I got. But we did do like some you know what we did? We got to hold the pole and then like learn how to swing. That was super fun. So it really builds up like y'all see that? Look, see? Build that up. So yes, it builds up a bunch of some muscles in there. So in here, you don't have to be naked. Like girls are in there with like boy shorts and like exercise tops. So it's from one extreme to whatever the other extreme you want to go to. But yeah, so thank you for it's Karen's birthday today, and she's not watching, but I do want to say happy birthday to Karen. Karen Prather! Where you at, girl?
Karen Prather? Okay.
Who's Karen? Karen. It's Karen's birthday, so you guys can say happy birthday to Karen in the comments.
Happy
that would be birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, Paula. Thank you. Yes, I have a list of stuff that I want to do this year, and I want to accomplish those. So yeah, I want to go on a solo vacation trip. We're still working on that with the mister because, he thinks not that there's not trafficking and all of that, but that's his worry. So
is. And is.
Oh, your worry is trafficking? I want to be on a solo trip. I want to go by myself on vacation. I've never, even as a kid or an adult, been on vacation by myself. I hear it's amazing. It's part of self-care. It's part of yourself.
You just have to have a plan. If you have a plan And
the plan is to go on vacation.
Yeah.
I want to go to like Arizona. I hear it's nice out there. Phoenix, right in the mountains. Right, they have those pink. It's like the pink desert, not desert. It's the pink mountains. It's beautiful. So I hear. So yeah. So I want to go. So that's my plan. That's it. That's all. So if you guys are tuning in, just so you're aware, our guest had an emergency, so she will not be on. So today we are talking about Henrietta Lacks, and then we will do some trivia and some giveaway. Yeah, she had a Kelly Boyd had a family emergency. So we're going to get her rescheduled so that way we can talk about power of attorney, durable power of attorney, wills, and healthcare advocacy, because I feel like that is something we all need to know. And, as usual, Beyond the Surface with podcast with Sharen is here to give you the information, right? And here to empower you with all of that. So we're going to talk about Henrietta Lacks. Does anybody know who that is? We got to do our affirmation. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me see. We're going to do our affirmation together because y'all know I like when y'all get to see it. So we're going to put this up here. Bow. Can you take that little thing down right there? Can. Thank you. So we can read it together. She's not the same anymore. She didn't like where she was and she wanted better for herself. So she got clear on who she wanted to be and created a plan that grounded her dreams into reality. Then she got to work. She worked on the way she spoke to herself, the way she thought, and the way she moved. She learned to recognize which thoughts aligned with her past self and which aligned with who she was becoming. She was no longer willing to entertain the limitations that had been imposed on her. She wanted more for herself, and she believed that more was available. Amen. She led herself in a way that aligned with where she was going, not in a way that kept her where she had been. She broke the cycle because she committed to herself, and she finally learned that doing the work in loving yourself in the way that you needed to be loved. You like that?
That was nice.
Right? Because she's not the same. We really have to do the work within ourselves. I think that's very important for us. Even when I talked in the self-care one, when I said like, I got stickies. Let me say. I have stickies in the house. And I put on the stickies like, I love myself. You're going to have a great day today. You are more than a conqueror. God loves you. Your family loves you. Sometimes we have to really encourage ourselves with those things to make sure like we are putting ourselves in a positive mindset. In the morning, I will have Alexa read me Bible, right? And then in the morning, I have a gospel playlist that I play in the morning to keep myself going. Like in the morning, I want to set the tone, right? Because we have to set the tone for our day. Even with kids, that's how it works. You set the tone for your day. If you like live in chaos and experience chaos, that's kind of how your mind will be like chaotic. So you really have to set the tone and be like, okay, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to be positive. Today, I'm going to start off. And even if the day like goes a little haywire, take a break, because I used to do this at the jail. I used to go in the bathroom and say a prayer and realign myself. I'd be like, all right, Lord, I need this job and I don't want to like lose my pension and lose whatever else it is that I'm supposed to have. So I go in the bathroom and I say some prayer and I get myself back together, and then I can go out and fight the good fight. So I think it's all about encouraging ourselves, loving on ourselves, and even just knowing who we are in God. I think that's super important in knowing who we are in God is like, I think that is our foundation of knowing like the plans. Like once you know what your purpose is and what God has for you, it's great. What'd you say, Lisa? Arizona is tricky hot, and at night it's very dark. I know, and I want to go. I don't want to go when it's hot though. I want to go like maybe like in November. November, December. Hey, let's go for my birthday. Well, I can't go on vacation for my birthday by myself. What do y'all think? Yes, I would want to go like in the fall where it gets cool and then I need a jacket, and then I can go out with like a hoodie or something on. Something a little cool. But yeah. So yes. Has anyone been to Arizona? Have you guys been to Arizona? I know Lisa's been all over.
We have a lot of family. We have family out there.
You
Arizona.
do?
Yeah.
You said we do?
Yeah, we do.
Well, how I ain't been to see him yet?
If I do, that means you do. We is married.
Okay.
So yeah, we have we have a guy that owns a club out there. One of my cousins.
We be clubbing.
And another cousin has a business out there, and it's hot.
Okay.
It's hot out there. It wasn't one of my bucket lists, but
no,
I definitely wouldn't mind going. Since we travel, people call us world travelers.
So are we?
Might as well.
I haven't been to the West Coast enough though.
No,
not at all.
Yeah,
not close.
You've been there a couple of times.
Not enough to the West Coast. So so tonight we are going to talk about Henrietta Lacks. Does anyone know who that is? Henrietta Lacks. We'll put a picture up. Can you put a picture up, babe? Thank you. You have it? So Henrietta, oh, there she goes. A trailblazer who didn't know she was a trailblazer. So Henrietta Lacks, she is the woman who changed medicine without knowing it. Her background, she was born in 1920 in Virginia, a Black woman who was from a poor Southern tobacco family. She ended up in Johns Hopkins with cervical cancer, and that's where she passed away. The doctors took a sample of her cancer cells without her consent, and unlike other cells, hers were immortal, immortal. They kept dividing indefinitely. HeLa cells, HeLa, H, capital H, lower E, capital L, lower A, HeLa for her name. Right? HeLa cells became the first human cells to survive and multiply outside of the body. So her family didn't know that about the use of her cells for decades. So those cells were used in pharmaceutical for polio vaccine, cancer research, HIV, AIDS treatments, IVF, and COVID-19. So apparently, John Hopkins in 1951 used that, and she was experiencing abnormal vaginal bleeding. And after that, she found a hard lump in her cervix. So she sought out medical attention at John Hopkins. Doctors diagnosed her with aggressive cervical cancer and began the treatment of radium therapy, which was standard at the time. Let me see. This discovery revolutionized medicine, but Henrietta was never informed and her family did not learn about it until decades later. So the polio vaccine in the 50s comes from that. Cancer research, HPV comes from HeLa cells. HeLa cells. Yes. Is it HeLa? I don't know. I think it's HeLa. IVF. Gene mapping and genetic research. HeLa cells were even sent into space by NASA in the 1960s to study the effects of zero gravity on human cells. They were taken without her consent, and for decades, her family received no recognition or financial benefits. So at this point, you can take a picture down. At this point, pharmaceutical companies are making all of this money from all of these vaccines off of this HeLa cells, right? So in 1973, this is how the family found out. And there's a book. I think I put the book up there. In 1973, researchers from Johns Hopkins, they contacted the Lacks family and requested blood samples to better understand the HeLa cells. The family had no idea what HeLa cells were and did not understand why the doctors wanted their blood. A reporter from Rolling Stones later revealed to the Lacks family that Henrietta's cells had been used for medical research for decades without their knowledge or consent.
Wow.
So while the HeLa cells were used to develop multi-billion-dollar medical treatment, the Lack family, many of whom struggled financially, received nothing. Zero. Multi-billion. Y'all know pharmaceutical. Multi-billion. So for years, Henrietta Lack's name was not publicly connected to the HeLa cells. Instead, researchers refer to them as being from Helen Lane to obscure her identity. The family saw Henrietta's case as part of a larger history of racial exploitation in medicine, including unethical experiments like the Tuskegee syphilis study, which is another one. It's crazy. So
she was. That's so crazy. They said that she was the first immortalized human cell line. It's crazy because the thing that says the most is that she was the first. She was only 31 years old. She lived
when she passed away. Yeah, from cervical cancer, and they just went in there and took her cells.
And they continued to use it.
And continued for decades to use her cells to make all of these vaccines, which is wonderful. However, her family didn't know anything about it. Shout out to the doctor or whoever wanted the blood from the family that put them on, because otherwise the family would have been like never knowing. And
and they said like,
that's generational wealth.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm sure all these pharmaceutical companies, their kids have generational wealth.
Everybody's used them
off of all of that.
And they say they're still using them now. They said
absolutely
derived from all these HeLa cell lines derived from Henrietta Lack's cells is still alive and continues to be used.
Biomedical
well, I mean,
they just used it in COVID-19 in that vaccine. So in 2021, there was a lawsuit. So in 2021, the Lacks family, led by attorney Ben Crump, filed a lawsuit against Thermo Fisher Scientific, a biotech company profiting from the HeLa cells. They argued that the company continued to commercially exploit her cells without the family's permission. In 2023, the family reached a confidential settlement with Thermo Fisher Scientific, marking a step toward justice. So the book is called, isn't that wild? Like, you really never know about people. And I talked to some of my nurse friends, and they did say like they never heard of it. They never heard of her. Henrietta Lacks. Yeah. When at this point, if we have vaccines, we all have some of her cells in us. That's so powerful.
I guess back in the day, there was they were trying to say that there was no law or code or ethics requiring any doctors to obtain permission to use any,
and I'm sure not for Black people in the 50s, 1950s, they weren't asking permission for Black people for anything.
Right, but yet
you have no rights. We can get civil rights till
today. She'd be paid.
Yeah, so the book is called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot from 2010. So if you guys are interested in reading that, that is Henrietta Lacks, right?
I wonder if John Hopkins out in Baltimore, the hospital, they have a picture of her or something referring to her at their hospital.
I'm not sure. I know they said that they did not use, John Hopkins said that they did not use any of her cells. Whoever the doctor is that took the cells took them and went to the pharmaceutical people once he seen they were like immortal and doubling outside of the body after she's passed away.
They did say they never sold them or profited from the discovery.
Who, John Hopkins in Baltimore? Yeah. But shout out to the family for like pursuing and advocating, right? Because it's all of this money that these people have made off this lady's body and cells. And they didn't get compensated and her family hasn't. But they are now in 2023. So that's just something I wanted you guys to know about. Henrietta Lacks.
Henrietta Lacks. Very good. Very good.
And we're in women's history. So clearly we all have something from her. Even like our vaccines. Even if you got the HPV, whatever it's called, the HPV vaccine, all of those vaccines. So yeah,
so they finally settled the settlement.
I know for a good amount of money, but they ain't tell us. But I'm sure Them people probably off the grid. They probably brought an island. You think they got like Tyler Perry, Oprah money? You laughing?
No, you're right.
A multi-billion dollar. You think they got like Tyler Perry money? They might have Tyler Perry money. They could go buy like a whole studio. Tyler Perry got a lot of money, so they might have that money. I wonder how much. I bet it's like over 700 million. It has to be multi-billion. It has to be over 700 million.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, and yes. All right. So yes, that is Henrietta Lacks, and that is our Women's History of the Month. So we want to do some trivia. Y'all want to do trivia?
Do some trivia.
I have a giveaway.
Got like 15 minutes left.
What is it?
We're at 15 minutes.
We have 15 minutes left. Yeah, so let's do some trivia.
Do some trivia.
Y'all still watching?
Yes.
Let's do trivia.
Yes. Come on.
Yes, and yes. So, okay. Let's do some trivia. Here we are. Let's go. Let me see. I only have a couple trivia still left. So
what is it all about, and what?
So I have trivia, and if you wanna I can't see. I have trivia. We are going to do 10 questions. We're going to use the honor system.
Okay.
And if whoever answers correctly in the comments.
Okay, I'll keep tabs.
You're going to keep tabs? Yes. Whoever answers correctly first in the comments. Mm-hmm. The most out of 10 will get a gift, not a gift card. I'll just Cash App you. That's easy, right?
I'm glad you got it.
Lunch is I'm sorry. Lunch is on me. Lunch is on me. So yes. All right. Are y'all ready? So these cards are called like World Trivia Challenges, which are super fun. So these are like world. I'll see them called World Trivia. It's a real card. The Hoover Dam is located between Arizona and what other U.S. state? Do y'all know that? Do you know this answer?
Yeah, I do.
Do?
Can I participate?
No, you can't participate.
What's this show called again?
The Hoover Dam, The Hoover Dam is located between Arizona and what other state? Oh, yeah.
World Trivia is called.
Does anybody know the answer? Anybody know the answer? Anybody know the answer? Anybody know the answer? Where y'all at? The Hoover Dam is located between Arizona and what other state? Oh, Lisa just talked about Arizona being hot. And at night, it's very dark. Yes, and yes. Let me put that over there. Who got the answer? Who got the answer? Who got the answer? Anybody have an answer? Nope. All right. All right. How about this one? How many oceans are there? What's the answer? How many oceans? Is this world trivia too much for y'all? World trivia. What are you doing? How many oceans are there? Do you know how many oceans there are? Sir?
I think there's 8.
Ooh.
Maybe 7.
Oh, Nevada. 5. Ooh. All right. 1 and 1. Correct. Nevada. Correct. The Hoover Dam is located between Arizona and Nevada. That's Vegas. You know, you can go there and.
I think somebody Googling.
You think they're Google? You think it's a Google? It's not a Google. I don't think. Okay, true or false? Whoever answers it first in the comments. True or false? Elephants cannot jump. True or false? Elephants cannot jump. True or false? And true or false? Elephants cannot jump. What? What'd you say? No, I don't. Ma'am, what does that mean? Elephants cannot jump. True or false? Then true or false? Okay. That is not the right answer. Elephants cannot jump. True. Elephants cannot jump.
Elephants can jump?
They cannot jump.
They cannot jump. That's
yes. True. How about oh, this one just came out. Wait. We just talked about this. I'm sorry. Hold, please. Oh, Buckingham Palace is the official London residence of the United Kingdom monarchy. I said monarchy. Got a little accent. Buckingham Palace is the official London residence of the United Kingdom monarchy. True or false? True or false? True or false? I got a gift card for you. True or false? Buckingham Palace is the official London residence of the United Kingdom monarchy. What did I call it? Monarchy?
Like malarkey?
Like malarkey. True. Key said true. Boom. Key got 2 points. Key, I feel like you finna win this.
Come on, Rose. Come on,
So,
somebody.
Are we ready for the next question? What does a koala like to eat? A, bamboo. B, granola. C, tree bark. Or D, eucalyptus leaves. What does a koala like to eat? A, bamboo. B, granola. C, tree bark. D, eucalyptus leaves. What does koala like to eat? I read a book about a koala. It used to be my favorite animal back in the day.
Did you say koala?
Oh, I read a book about a koala. Did I just make that one sentence?
All right.
Koala.
Kiera said bamboo.
Kiera says bamboo. Anybody else got an answer? Bamboo, granola. He said I was going to say bark, but but I don't know. Anybody else?
Rose said tree bark.
Tree bark.
I say the sap. What is that stuff you said?
What?
The last one?
Poot. The answer is eucalyptus leaves.
That's what I was saying.
That D. Y'all said everything but the answer. D. It says they get enough water from these leaves that they never have to drink from water. All right. Who knew?
I did.
You did?
I told you the sap, but I didn't know what that meant. The eucalyptus.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that. So does that mean we don't need to drink water because the koala bear doesn't?
No, the koala bear.
We just should eat eucalyptus leaves.
But he's getting the fluid from the leaves.
Okay. What is the world's hottest desert? Do y'all know the world's hottest desert? The world's hottest desert. Hottest. Do y'all know the world's hottest desert? Do you know? I don't know if I know.
Got it right here.
Who, you do?
It's located in Iran.
I'm sorry. Are you cheating? He's Googling. You're being like a little cheater. The world's hottest desert. This isn't trivia. It's you either know it or you don't. Oh my gosh. The world's hottest. I know it's not in the States. That's what I do know. I know it's like I say it's not in the States and he puts Arizona.
Not in the States. New Jersey.
New Jersey. No ma'am. No ham. You said final answer? Okay. Maybe we should do trivia. Nope. No, not Arizona. What's a nickname for it? The average high temperatures are often between 100.4 and 114.8. That's pretty hot. I think that's pretty hot. That is the am I waiting for you guys?
That's it.
You said that's it. That's the answer.
Yeah. What do you think the answer is?
I mean, I know the answer. I have the card right here.
I don't know. Google is pretty new.
What?
I think this answer is different than yours.
Yours is? Well, my answer on my card says the Sahara Desert. Now, what does Google say? Google says something different?
It's the Lut Desert. It holds the record for the hottest land surface temperatures ever recorded.
It said not land surface, desert. Hottest desert.
Okay.
Desert. Add another S, it'll be dessert.
It says the Sahara Desert and the Sonoran Desert.
Sahara, yeah.
Very hot.
Yeah, that's the answer.
It's the world's largest.
True or false? Let's go back to true or false. New Orleans is known as the birthplace of jazz music. Another place I've never been to. I hear it's amazing there.
Yeah, we're going there next year.
I'm sorry, can you say that in a
We may go there next year.
we may go there. Y'all need to see how he changed that up. I heard you say we're going there, and then you said
We may
go there next year. True or false? New Orleans is known as the birthplace of jazz music.
I say true. I don't know what the audience will say.
You're saying true?
Many answers. People start watching the show. You'd be surprised when people watch this show. It's awesome.
I know, and I appreciate everyone who does watch.
When I
appreciate y'all staying on because
it's like over 1,000 a week.
Really?
Sometimes. Yeah, it's like 700 to 1,000 a week.
Oh, this is a good one.
So they'll get it right.
All right. Anybody have the answer to that?
Did you
New
give
Orleans?
them an answer?
It's true or false?
Right.
And nobody put an answer in the comments.
So then, what is the answer? They don't answer.
New Orleans is known as the birthplace of jazz music. That is correct.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
True or false? The Earth is not perfectly round. It's slightly flattened at the north and south poles. True or false? The Earth is not perfectly round. It's slightly flattened at the north and south poles. True or false? Oh, got a little music. This is like what's that show? It gives the Jeffersons though. good times, little. True or false? What you think? Do you think yes?
I know the answer. My granddaughter taught me.
And let me tell you, my grandkids did this. Play these, smoke these answers.
Smoked them.
Did so good. I was very surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have an answer? Please, it's too much. It's too much for y'all. Where we at? We got somebody with two right.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is true. The Earth is not perfectly round.
Rose must have went back to work.
The Earth is not perfectly round. It's slightly flattened at the north and south poles. That is true.
That is so crazy.
I know. I know they teach us the globe, right? And everything is a circle.
A sphere.
You said a sphere? You talk Rose up. She right there. Okay. How about this one? This is the question. A crocodile cannot, true or false? A crocodile cannot stick its tongue out. Do you know that?
Probably bite it off. You think?
I don't know. I'm not a crocodile.
I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know. I haven't. Ain't
True
been that
or
close.
False? A crocodile cannot stick its tongue out.
If you're that close and he's sticking his tongue at you, you too close.
I don't know. You are cracking yourself up. Oh gosh. I don't know.
Come on, what's the answer, y'all? We waiting.
I think these questions might be a little tough.
Nah, they're easy.
Are these questions? They might be a little tough for my my audience. Y'all want to answer some questions about Jesus, not the world.
Wrong.
You said what? You said wrong. You said wrong. All right. Well, we have enough wrong answers that we have a winner. Right? We have enough wrong answers. So on the board with two
correct answers.
Two correct answers. Who's our winner, Colson? Kiara. I'm sorry.
Kiara. All right, Kiara.
All right, Kiara. Kiara Janae is our winner for the night.
She participated.
Yes,
well.
She did. So, yes. Oh, she got 3 right. She said true. Yes. Okay. All right. So we will inbox me your Cash App, and I will send over some lunch money for you. So yes, and yes.
We're gonna tax it though.
We should. I mean, okay. Sounds good to me. Yes, and yes. So this is our show. What do we do? Oh yeah. Thank you all for watching. Just so you know, Oprah did a movie with Henrietta Lacks. So I want y'all to go find it. It's out there. I don't know if it's playing, but yeah, Henrietta Lacks. I thought that was important for us to know about her and her life and how it has all impacted everyone watching, right? Your whole family, with everyone getting vaccines and all. But yeah,
there's so many black inventors out there.
Yeah,
got credit for all their
accomplishments
and gifts they have contributed to the world. And most of the concepts, we think of the concept and then they run with it, and they don't. Or
we don't get the credit for it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So,
so when you do hear it, you read it.
Yeah, do your own research, right?
Pass that information on to someone else. So we want to give our kids knowledge, so they know.
Knowledge.
Yes, knowledge is important and strong.
But yeah, thank you all for tuning in to the On the Surface podcast with Sharen. I hope you guys will go research Mrs. Henrietta Lacks, because she clearly is an amazing person, and her family has gotten the shaft, but then they just received this money in 2023. So yeah, go find her information. I think there's stuff on like YouTube and movies available for you to watch.
Yeah, take pride.
Yes. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. Hey. They don't show love from where you live. My son love. Huh?
That's how we ended the show.
Hey.
Yeah. We'll get a chance. Watch some of our shows.
Yeah. Go back and watch some new episodes.
Learn a lot.
Some old episodes, especially last week with our realtor.
Yes.
A lot going on. It's a lot of information given out in these shows. So if you want to share them, we appreciate you guys sharing them, liking. We appreciate you subscribing, all of that. Share with your family. Let them know it's some information getting out over here, given out, right? We're trying to inform you and keep the information in our communities. And so that way, and empower us, right? Because if we don't know what we don't know. So we will definitely bring Kellie back to talk about medical power of attorney, durable power of attorney, wills, and healthcare and advocacy. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all.
People don't have wills. They don't know what to do.
I don't think we have a medical power of attorney.
There's things people don't know when your spouses lose out on a house. Say for instance, one of your spouses pass away, and then they don't know. Then the
who has the house?
Still alive. Who's going to get the house? You think you automatically get it?
Yeah.
Sorry to say, the state will try to take that from you if you don't have your will. And they'll try to sell it, and then you try to purchase it, and they'll try to sell it back to you.
Really?
Yes, but they're going to sell it back to you at the full purchase price, not what you owe on the house.
That's crazy.
You paid $200,000 on a $400,000 house. You think you have $200,000 back? No, the state is going to
sell it to you for whatever the
face value of the house is.
Of what the ongoing price would be if it went on the market.
no matter what money was paid into it. It's terrible. So it's very important. So you got to tune in to these shows, these episodes. We're
especially
here to
with kids, right?
Yes.
Especially medical power of attorney. Especially if something happens and you're in the hospital. Are you okay with whoever's in charge of you pulling the plug?
Right.
That was my question. Who is allowed to do all of that stuff?
Who has the power of attorney?
Does the parents, does the kids, does the husband? Is there something talked about? So we're definitely going to bring Kellie Boyd back.
Black Kellie?
I'm sorry. We're definitely going to bring her back after she settled with what she's doing. But yes, tune in next week. We will be back. Yeah, tune in.
Yeah, we
tune in. I appreciate y'all sharing.
Yeah. We pick these shows, especially shows for you, shows that we don't know as a people.
Right.
Sometimes,
the information, sometimes we don't know.
Because they ain't like us sometimes.
Hey, come on.
We got some different information for you.
Yeah. Or people hog the information and don't share. That's a lot of time. We should do a show with USAA, right? Because a lot of people in the Black and brown community don't know, like, if your people served in the military, you are entitled and grandfathered into a lot of
benefits.
Come on. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do that. So you guys, even if like your grandpa was in the service and your parents were in the service, you have a lot of benefits that you can tap into and take advantage of. So even if you're stepkids, right? That still counts.
Stepkids,
Yep. And then those kids. So it's generational. This is a lot of information. So maybe we'll try to do that. Some USAA. We'll do that.
Yep.
Military benefits.
Hey,
I'm here.
Sir, we are on our way.
Yes, to help you. We're here for you.
Give you some information to inform you, enlighten you, empower you to be a better you.
Not you on here trying to get, sir.
Your commercial.
Trying to get. We're gonna make a commercial. Yes, so thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys. Tune in next week. We will be here 6:30 p.m. and have a good night. Love you guys. My feet are painted and my head is to the sky.